Hi, this is Ike from Groovy Entertainment. Today we got another book to read for you. Today, book of The Lion King, The Cave Monster from 1996. So let's get started. One day, Simba and Nita went for a rumble in the forest. Zizu flew overhead to keep an eye on the curious cubs. Soon the young lion came up on a dark cave they had never seen before. Let's see what's inside, Nita exclaimed. Be careful, you two, Zeta urged. But of course, none of the cubs listened to the contest bird. Simba pushed his way in front of Nita. I should look first, since I'm going to be the Lion King. But you aren't as brave as I am, Nita replied. I'm braver, Simba declared. The two cubs wrestled as they argued over who was the braver. Nita said, I'm not scared of you. I'm not scared of anything, bragged Simba. With that, Nita flipped Simba over her shoulder. He landed with a plop, just outside the cave. Before Zizu could stop him, Simba scrambled to his feet and stuck his head into the dark cave. Two eyes shined from the back of the cave. A deep, scary voice demanded, Who dared to disturb me? The voice echoed like thunder. Simba tried to make himself sound fearless as he answered, It is I, Simba, the future Lion King. And I am ruler of the forest, the deep voice rumbled in reply. I'm as big as the sky and as fierce as a storm, and I eat 20 elephants for breakfast. When Zizu heard that, his feathers shook with fright. A monster, he said, trembling. I'll summon the king. And away he flapped. The deep voice laughed. King Mufasa? Ha! I'll tie a knot in his tail. You wouldn't dare, Simba said. The answer was an echoing roar that seemed to shake the whole forest. Simba shuddered. What monster was so powerful that it did not fear the great Lion King? I think I'm scared now, Simba whispered. Nita looked at the dark mouth of the cave. Well, I'm not scared of a monster. If I hadn't seen it with my own eyes, she said. Nita creeped into the icky darkness. Simba watched until he couldn't see even the tip of Nita's tail. Suddenly, he heard a very loud scream. Simba raced into the narrow cave to save his friend. He saw Nita pressed against the wall. She pointed to the blackness at the back of the cave. I guess I am afraid of something, Nita whimpered. To the lion cub's surprise, Nita sounded like a monster herself when her voice echoed loudly in the cave. Just then, a creature stepped into the light. In front of Simba stood a tiny spider. Are you the monster? Asked Simba in amazement. The spider said meekly, I was only trying to defend myself. You don't know how scary it is to be small. Simba laughed in relief. Then the cubs heard a mighty, terrible roar. That must be my father, Simba said. Sure enough, Mufasa's deep voice called into the cave. Come out and defend yourself, forest ruler. It is I, the Lion King. I had come to save my son and his best friend. Nita and Simba trotted out of the cave, but the little spider hung back. Don't be afraid, Simba said. My father won't be angry once we tell him what happened. But it wasn't the mighty Lion King feared. Please don't let that awful bird eat me, the spider begged. Zeta looked around in alarm. Awful bird? What? Where? Mufasa stared at the little spider. This is the forest ruler who eats 20 elephants for breakfast? He demanded. Simba looked at Nita and they both busted out laughing. Well, Mufasa prompted. Simba began the story. Nita and I were trying to see who was the braver, he said. But the cave scared Simba, Nita said, and then the spider scared you, Simba added. That awful bird will scare me, the spider pepped up. Well, very little scares me, Ziza bragged. Enough, Mufasa chuckled. Turning to leave, long story scares me. It seems everyone is afraid of something, Ziza pointed out, flying up into the air, even the Lion King. So that was The Lion King, The Cave Monster from 1996. So if you like, subscribe, share, and comment, have a groovy day with another video coming out real soon.